With excitement, that is, the cast of The Love Boat reunited for the first time in over 40 years. Take a look at this.
They played happy sailors on the Love Boat, but the real drama happened after the show ended. A beloved star went from serving drinks to dropping 28 pounds on reality TV. Another lost millions to cocaine, then reinvented herself as a chef. But the most shocking twist? Some crew members are still making headlines today. One even amazed scientists with his superhuman memory at 90. Here's what really happened after the ship docked for good. Gavin MacLeod. Gavin MacLeod, best known as Captain Merrill Steubing on the Love Boat, had a fascinating life after the show ended. His connection to Princess Cruises didn't stop when the cameras turned off. In 1986, he became the global ambassador for Princess Cruises, a role he held for 35 years until his passing in 2021. This made him the longest-serving brand spokesperson in history. He participated in many memorable events, like christening ships, including the Dawn Princess in 1997 and the Regal Princess in 2014. One highlight came in 2015, when he dressed as Captain Steubing and led a Princess Cruises float in the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade. The float celebrated 50 years of inspiring travel and won a top prize for its creativity. MacLeod also became a symbol of romance, officiating vow renewals with his wife on Valentine's Day cruises for 10 years. In 2020, at 89 years old, he joined a Guinness World Record event for the largest multi-location vow renewal, where over 1,400 couples participated on princess ships. His dedication to the cruise industry earned him a place in the Cruise Lines International Association's Hall of Fame in 2006, marking his 20th year as an ambassador. For his 80th birthday on February 28, 2011, Princess Cruises honored MacLeod with a grand celebration aboard the Golden Princess in Los Angeles. The centerpiece was a stunning 5-foot-long cake shaped like the Pacific Princess, the original Love Boat. Created by the ship's pastry chefs, the cake captured every detail of the iconic vessel. Friends, family, and celebrities attended the celebration, including his Love Boat co-stars Bernie Kopell, Fred Grandy, Ted Lange, and Jill Whelan, who surprised him throughout the day. The festivities extended across multiple cruises, where MacLeod performed, judged singing competitions, and met fans. Reflecting on his career, he said his favorite way to vacation was by cruise ship, and named Tahiti as his favorite destination. In 2013, at 82, MacLeod published his memoir, This Is Your Captain Speaking: My Fantastic Voyage Through Hollywood, Faith and Life. The book shared not just his Hollywood stories, but also his personal struggles. He opened up about battling alcoholism, which he quit cold turkey in 1974, and his fight with depression early in his career, when he struggled to make ends meet in New York. He revealed that during this tough period, he had contemplated suicide. The memoir also detailed his spiritual journey. He and his second wife, Patty, became born-again Christians in the 1980s, a change he credited with saving their marriage and giving him a new purpose. While promoting the book, MacLeod appeared on Princess Cruises, sharing stories with guests and signing copies. He also revealed that he almost turned down the role of Captain Steubing, thinking it wasn't right after his success on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Thankfully, a friend convinced him to take the part that would define his career. In his later years, MacLeod continued to be active despite health challenges. He survived 2 heart attacks and had quintuple bypass surgery earlier in life. In 2018, at 87, he and his Love Boat castmates received an honorary star plaque on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, celebrating their contributions to television. In 2020, at 89, He joined the vow renewal record attempt with Princess Cruises. Though his health began to decline, he still appeared in public. His last major celebration was in January 2021, when Princess Cruises honored his 90th birthday with a special video featuring his co-stars and friends. MacLeod passed away peacefully at his home in Palm Desert, California, on May 29, 2021, at 90 years old. He was buried in Forest Lawn Cemetery in Cathedral City, California. Fitting for someone whose career was so closely tied to the sea. Princess Cruises paid tribute, saying he touched the lives of many with his kindness, stories, and talents. His passing marked the end of an era, not just in television, but for the cruise industry as well. Kopell. Bernie Kopell's career after The Love Boat took a path no one expected, especially in an industry often unkind to older actors. On September 17, 1992, he appeared in an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air called Ill Will. In a dream sequence, he played his iconic role as Doc Bricker, offering to perform surgery. It was a funny and surreal moment that blurred the line between his famous character and reality. This appearance wasn't just nostalgic. It marked a new phase in his career, showing he could still surprise audiences. Nearly 2 decades later, on November 3, 2011, Kopell appeared on Grey's Anatomy in an episode called Put Me In, Coach. At 78 years old, he played Father Kevin, a Catholic priest. This was a bold departure from his usual roles, especially considering his Jewish background and history of playing Jewish characters. The episode drew 11.1 million viewers, with many watching just to see him. His performance was so convincing, it caused a minor controversy, as some Catholic viewers mistakenly thought he was a real priest. At 90 years old, Bernie Kopell is still active and showing no signs of slowing down. On June 21, 2023, he celebrated his 90th birthday in style by announcing 3 new projects, including a recurring role in a Netflix series. Instead of a quiet celebration, he performed a 15-minute stand-up comedy routine at the Chateau Marmont, stunning everyone. His daily routine is equally impressive. He wakes up at 5:30 a.m., does yoga, and spends hours reading scripts and memorizing lines. In an August 2023 interview with AARP magazine, he revealed he has never used a teleprompter, relying only on his memory. This amazed neuroscientists, and a team from UCLA is now studying him to uncover the secret to his sharp mind. On May 13, 2022, Kopell appeared in the first episode of The Lincoln Lawyer, playing Marvin Beetleman. During filming, he improvised a monologue so powerful that the showrunners expanded his role on the spot. This unexpected change caused a complete rewrite of the season, delaying the show's release by 3 weeks. Netflix even made a mini-documentary called The Kopell Effect, showing how his improvisation reshaped the series. It became a hit, gaining over 5 million views in just a week, and sparking conversations about the value of experienced actors in television. In August 2022, Kopell co-starred with Hal Linden in the off-Broadway play Two Jews Talking. What started as a short 4-week run turned into a sensation, lasting an entire year until August 2023. Kopell and Linden's chemistry, along with their ability to improvise, made each performance unique. A crisis struck on October 15, 2022, when Kopell fell ill just hours before a show. Instead of canceling, he performed from a hospital bed brought on stage. This daring move earned a standing ovation and became the talk of Broadway. The show's final performance on June 21, 2023, Kopell's 90th birthday, featured an audience entirely made up of actors over 80. It was a historic moment called A living time capsule of television history by Variety. Tewes. Lauren Tewes became famous for playing Julie McCoy on The Love Boat. But in 1984, her life took a shocking turn. After 7 seasons, she suddenly left the show. The official story was that her character got married, but the real reason was much darker. Tewes had a serious cocaine addiction that had taken over her life. It all started in 1977, the year she got her role. At a party, someone offered her cocaine, and she thought it would just be a one-time thing. But it wasn't. By 1984, she was spending $10,000 a week on drugs, the same amount she earned per episode. Her addiction affected her work. She started forgetting lines and even falling asleep on set. After filming an episode called Ace's Valet on February 27, 1984, producers Aaron Spelling and Douglas Kramer told her she wouldn't be returning for Season 8. Tewes was devastated. In an interview later, she admitted, "All that money didn't go into a bank. It went into my nose." After she left, the show's ratings dropped from being the 5th most-watched show to 13th. Tewes didn't let addiction destroy her completely. In 1985, she decided to fight back. On March 15th, she checked into rehab in Los Angeles. She spent 30 days in treatment, followed by 6 months of therapy and regular meetings with Narcotics Anonymous. It wasn't easy. She had spent almost all her money on drugs, so she had to sell her house and move into a small apartment in Van Nuys. In September 1985, she did something very brave. She told the world about her addiction in a TV Guide interview. Talking about it helped her stay on track. She also worked on rebuilding her personal life. On August 1, 1986, she married Paolo Nonis, an Italian drummer she met during rehab. He became a strong support for her. But in 1987, tragedy struck. Her baby daughter, born too early, died at just 1 month old. Despite this heartbreaking loss, Tewes stayed sober. She used the pain to grow stronger and keep moving forward. Years later, Tewes surprised everyone by changing her career completely. In 2002, she decided to go to culinary school at South Seattle College. She was 48 and ready to try something new. She loved studying cheese and wine pairing and graduated in 2004 with a degree in culinary arts. After finishing school, she spent 6 months at Beecher's Handmade Cheese, learning how to make and age cheese. By 2005, she was working at Gourmando Catering Company in Seattle as a sous chef and cheese expert. She created beautiful cheese boards for fancy events and even developed a special cheese blend called Julie's Jubilee, named after her Love Boat character. It became one of the company's most popular items. In 2017, Tewes returned to acting with a tiny role in Twin Peaks. The episode aired on July 23, 2017. She played a character called Neighbor in a short scene with Kyle MacLachlan's character, Dougie Jones. Her part lasted just 45 seconds, but fans loved seeing her again. She got the role because of a connection with Johanna Ray, a casting director she had worked with years earlier on Murder, she wrote. Tewes filmed the scene in Los Angeles on November 15, 2016. Later, she said being part of David Lynch's strange and unique world was like stepping into a dream. Grandy. Fred Grandy's life changed forever on July 12, 1982, during a filming trip for The Love Boat in Kusadasi, Turkey. That night, around 9:45 p.m., Grandy was riding in a taxi with 2 crew members when disaster struck. A lit cigarette ignited a hydrogen balloon being transported in the car, causing a huge explosion. Flames shot 6 feet into the air, engulfing the taxi. Grandy suffered severe burns on his face and hands, with second-degree burns covering 18% of his body. This near-death experience had a profound impact on him. Even though he managed to finish the 9th season of the show, the accident made him rethink his career. In a 1994 interview, he said the experience forced him to confront his mortality and think about what he truly wanted in life. This eventually led him to leave acting completely. Grandy's decision to leave Hollywood came soon after the final episode of The Love Boat aired on May 24, 1986. Just days later, he announced he would run for Congress, marking the start of a new chapter in his life. On November 4, 1986, at age 38, Grandy was elected to represent Iowa's 6th congressional district. His win was narrow, with a margin of just 2,322 votes, but it was a surprising success for someone coming from a television background. During his time in Congress, he served 4 terms from 1987 to 1995. He focused on issues like agriculture, education, and healthcare, even co-sponsoring a bipartisan healthcare reform bill with Democratic Representative Jim Cooper. However, his political career wasn't without controversy. In 1994, Grandy challenged Terry Branstad for the Republican nomination for governor of Iowa. This move created tension within his party and led to a heated primary battle, which Grandy ultimately lost by a slim margin of 11,000 votes. Afterward, he became critical of the Republican Party, famously remarking that the party needed more humor, saying, "We don't need William Crystal. We need Billy Crystal." His moderate stance often put him at odds with more conservative party members. After nearly 2 decades away from acting, Grandy returned to the stage in the early 2000s. A health scare in 2004, when he suffered a heart attack while reading the newspaper at his home in Bethesda, Maryland, made him reassess his life once again. This time, he found his way back to acting. In 2013, he gave a powerful performance as President Harry S. Truman in the one-man play, Give 'Em Hell, Harry, at the New Theater Restaurant in Overland Park, Kansas. His portrayal earned standing ovations, marking a successful return to his first love. Grandy has since taken on unique roles that challenge traditional casting norms. In a surprising move, he played Lady Bracknell in The Importance of Being Earnest at the Encore Theater in Dexter, Michigan, in their spring 2024 season. This role highlighted his versatility as an actor and his willingness to explore unconventional parts. Jill Whelan. Jill Whelan's life after The Love Boat took many unexpected and fascinating turns, surprising her fans and redefining her career. On January 17, 1995, she made a shocking appearance on the sitcom Martin, playing Becky, a seductive con artist trying to swindle Martin out of $50,000. This was a major departure from her wholesome image as Vicky Stubing, and her convincing performance led to offers for darker and edgier roles. One of the most talked-about moments of her career came on November 9, 2016, when she appeared on Criminal Minds. She played Principal Vicky Dahl in an episode called Elliot's Pond, where her character was revealed to be involved in the disappearance of 3 boys. The episode drew 7.63 million viewers and marked exactly 30 years and 6 days since The Love Boat ended, creating a powerful connection for her longtime fans. Whelan's ability to transform from the sweet captain's daughter to complex and morally ambiguous roles showed her range as an actress. She said in a 2017 interview that she wanted to prove she was more than just the captain's daughter, and every role since The Love Boat was a step toward redefining herself. Her career took another surprising turn when she dove into improvisational comedy. On September 15, 2008, she debuted at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in Los Angeles, participating in an event called Child Star Thunderdome. It was a battle of former child stars, and Whelan stunned everyone by beating well-known names like Danny Bonaduce and Corey Feldman. This victory earned her a spot performing weekly at UCB's Herald Night from 2009 to 2011. She logged over 1,000 hours of improv stage time, sharing the stage with future stars like Aubrey Plaza and Ben Schwartz. Her comedic skills were further highlighted in 2015 when she appeared on Whose Line Is It Anyway? For a special Love Boat-themed episode. Competing alongside improv legends like Wayne Brady and Colin Mockery, she proved her talent and cemented her reputation as a skilled comedian. These experiences revitalized her public image and led her to explore new creative paths, including podcasting. In 2012, Whelan teamed up with radio veteran Brian Phelps to launch The Brian and Jill Show. It quickly became a hit, gathering over 1 million downloads in its first 3 months. The podcast made headlines on April 20, 2013, when they interviewed a former CIA operative claiming to have proof of extraterrestrial life. The episode went viral, making the podcast #1 on iTunes, but the claims were later debunked, leading to a temporary suspension of the show. Despite this setback, Whelan and Phelps returned stronger, featuring high-profile guests and celebrating milestones like their 100th episode with Ted Lange, her Love Boat co-star. In a surprise announcement during their live 500th episode on November 22, 2016, Whelan revealed she had secretly recorded her memoir, Beyond the Boat: Confessions of a TV Icon, as an audiobook exclusive for premium subscribers. The announcement caused a 500% surge in paid subscriptions. The podcast continues to thrive, with Whelan sharing stories about Hollywood, current events, and her personal life, proving her versatility as an entertainer. Whelan's connection to the Love Boat remains strong through her role as Celebration Ambassador for Princess Cruises, a position she began on March 15, 2015. Far from being just a symbolic role, she used this platform to make a significant impact. On July 4, 2016, she launched the Vicky's Voyage program, encouraging young girls to explore maritime careers through workshops with female ship captains and engineers. Over 5,000 girls have participated, and 72 alumni have pursued careers in the industry. On February 14, 2018, she officiated the largest mass vow renewal at sea, with 1,443 couples participating across the Princess Fleet, an event that was live-streamed and viewed by over 2 million people. Her influence extended to environmental advocacy when, on Earth Day 2019, Princess Cruises announced their goal to go completely plastic-free by 2025, a move Whelan championed. On her 55th birthday, September 29, 2021, she started her 55 for 55 challenge, vowing to visit all 55 destinations in Princess Cruises' portfolio within a year. She completed it on September 28, 2022, traveling 200,000 nautical miles and sharing her journey through daily vlogs that gained over 10 million views. Her role as Celebration Ambassador has elevated Princess Cruises while showcasing her creativity and commitment to making a difference. Ted Lange. Ted Lange became a beloved star as Isaac Washington, the charming bartender on the Love Boat, but his career didn't stop there. After the show ended in 1986, Lange used his experience to dive into writing and directing. His first chance to direct came in 1981 with a Love Boat episode called The Cruise Cruise, which opened the door to a whole new part of his career. Over the years, Lange directed many shows, including an incredible 60 episodes for The First Family and Mr. Box Office between 2012 and 2015. He also directed 12 episodes of Are We There Yet? from 2011 to 2012. Lange's talent wasn't limited to just these shows. He directed episodes for Moesha, Dharma and Greg, Eve, and even 2 episodes of Love Boat: The Next Wave in 1999, connecting back to his roots. His directing style was shaped by his training at London's Royal Academy and his years of acting, which gave him a unique way of guiding actors to bring out emotional depth and perfect comedic timing. Lange was also an accomplished writer. He wrote 7 scripts for The Love Boat and co-wrote the 1977 drama Passing Through. On stage, he wrote 17 plays, including the historical drama George Washington's Boy and the comedy Lemon Meringue Facade, which earned him an award for Best Director of an Original Play. His shift from acting to directing and writing showed his incredible ability to adapt and tell stories in many different ways. In 2006, Ted Lange surprised fans when he joined VH1's reality show Celebrity Fit Club. This was a big change from his usual scripted work and gave viewers a look into his personal life. At the time, he was 58 years old and weighed 190 pounds. The show's format required celebrities to lose weight through strict diets and tough exercise routines, all under the guidance of a team that included a team nutritionist, a psychologist, and a drill instructor named Harvey Walden IV. Lange competed alongside stars like Carney Wilson, Erica Eleniak, and Bone Crusher. Over the course of the show, which aired from August to October 2006, Lange lost 28 pounds, going from 190 to 162 pounds, a 14.8% drop in body weight. His determination inspired many fans, especially those who remembered him as the lovable bartender from The Love Boat. During this time, Lange was also writing a column for FHM magazine called Ask Isaac, where he gave relationship advice alongside adult film star Jenna Jameson. This showed how Lange could balance different roles and stay relevant in an ever-changing industry. In 2022, Ted Lange returned to his iconic role as Isaac Washington in a special appearance on the reality dating show The Real Love Boat. This show, inspired by the classic series, aired on CBS and Paramount Plus and was hosted by Rebecca Romijn and Jerry O'Connell. At 74 years old, Lange appeared on the premiere episode, filmed aboard the Regal Princess cruise ship, where he mixed drinks and shared advice with the contestants. His presence brought a touch of nostalgia and bridged the gap between the original show and its modern version. The moment was even more emotional because it came just months after the death of Gavin MacLeod, Lange's friend and co-star who played Captain Merrill Stubing. While fans loved Lange's appearance, The Real Love Boat struggled to find an audience and was moved to Paramount Plus after just 4 episodes. Despite the show's challenges, Lange's brief return reminded everyone of the lasting impact of The Love Boat and how much its cast members are still cherished by fans today.